What's up, Dragon Nation? I'm Rich with Dragon Nation Gaming. Welcome back to Occupy Mars. So I've already done a playthrough of this game, but I enjoyed it so much, I'm going to go ahead and do it again. So since I played in the first 7 episodes, I think it was, a lot of information has come out, a lot of learning has been done, and I learned a lot about the game that I didn't know before. So I wanted to go back through it and see if I could do things a little bit better and a little bit faster. So this time we're going to go into Freeplay and set everything to tourist. Now there still is going to be a grind, but hopefully it won't be so bad. I don't know. We're going to have to see. So yeah, we have everything set to tourist except for technological knowledge. I have that set to madman. That means absolutely nothing is unlocked. But I'm hoping that because we have the settings a little bit easier, resources and everything will be easier to find, including the tablets. But we're gonna have to see. Alright, then I want to also start in the same location where we start with the campaign, which is over here. So yeah, right where the 3 nipples are, it's that location right here to the right. It's called Noctis Fosse. I'm not sure. I never really studied Latin, so I'm not sure if that's the right name. But anyways, so let's go ahead and get this started. Oh, here we go. And re-entry. Oh, there it is. There's the plasma. And come on. Oh, yeah, there it is. We're definitely cooking now. So at this point, I would pretty much in real life be shitting my pants right about now, especially when we get to the free fall. So if I'm not mistaken, this capsule, all it has to slow you down is retro thrusters. It does not have a parachute. So right now, while you watch the horizon meet the capsule, you start to shit yourself, just hoping that the retro thrusters kick in, and there they are. Yeah, that I would be panicking just a little bit. I'd be praying. I'm not religious, but I'd still be praying. And we're touchdown. Alright, so yeah, now what we have to do is we have to wait for the AI to talk for about an hour.
Launch escape procedure completed. Emergency power generator active. Emergency oxygen generator active. Comms down. Detected nearby, underground ice, abandoned buildings, small vehicle. Alpha base status, critical damage, radiation alert. No information on survivors. Caution, this escape pod is designed only for short-term survival. Lockers contain basic building materials and food rations sufficient for a few days. Recommended construction of well for water and solar panel for spacesuit recharging. Emergency access to technologies beyond your experience level temporarily granted. Obtain necessary permissions and confirm through the Tech Tree tab ASAP. It is mandatory to read the FAQ. ERA is not liable for any injuries or death. Lawsuits won't be respected. Good luck.
Alright, so I think we can start now. Hit tab. So we start in this capsule. This is it's escape pod. Or is it a capsule? I don't know. But it only gives us certain things that we need in order to survive. So what we need to survive is we need O2, which we could get from right here. Food, which I do think we have up in this cupboard. We can sleep in those seats, but we can't sleep any more than 8 hours. We also need to make sure that our hunger, hydration, and O2 are completely filled, so that way we can sleep a little bit longer. What we don't have is a way to fill up our water and a way to fill up our power. So that's the first thing that we're going to have to set up. Alright, let me go in and grab... I think all I need for right now is the blowtorch and the spectral detector. Oh, we even start with a small plant crate. Awesome. That will save me a little bit of time. Alright, cables. It looks like we have cables and hoses, so I don't need to worry about that. We got a drill and a grinder. Let's go ahead and look up in the cupboard, see if we have resources. Yes, we do. And grab the screws. Is there anything in this one? Negative. How about over here? Yep, we got small engine, panels, and I think we're going to have pipe over here. Alright, so we also have some med kits, but I think we already have some in our inventory. Yep, right here. So I want to go ahead and straighten out my inventory real quick. So I want the blowtorch here, grinder here, drill in 3, spectral detector in 4. Then we'll go ahead and put the cables up there, and then the hoses there. Alright, I think we're good. We can go ahead and get this started. Hold on, let me straighten this all out. So now I can actually see how much inventory space I'm gonna have. Alright, let's double check, make sure... Oh, wait. We actually start with one abandoned tablet. Well, that's gonna save me, well, a little bit of time. Alright, let's go ahead and go into the inventory, and we're gonna right click and use. ATV. Well, I guess at some point we do need to build another one. So, I guess it's useful. Alright, so like I said, we have a way of getting O2. We have some food. How much food do we have? 15 we actually start with. Not bad. And then we also have a place to sleep. So our first order of business is to get us the other things that we need in order to survive. That's water and power. Well, it looks like... I don't know. Place looks a little bit different. Yeah. I think this is the same spot, but... yeah, the topography is a little bit different. Oh yeah, and we also start with the rover, which is way over there. It looks like it's also hovering. Will I be able to grab that? I might have to start over because it looks like it might be stuck. Yeah, the entrance is on the other side, and it looks like it's pretty high. I might not be able to get into it. Hold on, let's see. Maybe I might be able to. Can I? And please go down a little bit. Yeah, I might be able to get in here. Oh, yeah, there we go.
Oxygen source, external.
There it is. So yeah, it's actually cool that we start out with a rover. Not half bad. But I probably won't use this for a little while because I want to go ahead and make sure that I get some of the upgrades for it. So that way it will last a little bit longer. Let's go ahead and get out. So yeah, I was kind of wondering if the planet is procedural as far as the topography. And it looks like it is, because that mountain was not there in my last playthrough. But we still have a lot of flat area over here, so I think we should be good. Also, I'm only seeing one base. One abandoned base, that's it. There was another one. Oh, no, there's... is that one right there? Yeah, it looks like we have another one right there. Alright, well, I guess this will work out. So yeah, it looks like the topography is procedural. It does change with every login. Or not every login, but every time you start a new world in the same location. It looks like the bases also change. That one's still the same. I think the one closest to where you spawn in is always the same. But the rest of them look different. So that base over there, it looks like it has some domes. Which last time, yeah, the base was over there and it did not. One thing I want to check, if we go into the map, I want to check this real quick. Is it still down here? Oh, yeah, there it is. Alright, so in the campaign mode, this is where we started. This is where we had to go through the tutorial and all that boring shit. At some point, I was talking about wanting to maybe rebuild this. But what I need to do is go into campaign mode, restart, and then try to map this out so that way I could get a blueprint. Just to make sure I actually rebuild it correctly. Alright, so as I was saying, the things that we don't have are water and power. No way to refill those. So what I want to do first is go ahead and get our power set up. So we're going to bring out the spectral detector, and it's going to show us where we could put a well. But not only that, we can also go to the map, and if we zoom in, you'll find these little icons like this that are darted all over the map. That is a water source. Now another thing that I've learned is you can place a water source anywhere on the map. But the further you get away from a water source, the less water it will gather. So let's go ahead and get up here. That's loud. Let's get rid of that. Alright, so the first one I'm going to go ahead and put right on top of the center of this water source. And like I said, the further we get out from that spot, the less water we will get. Alright, let's go ahead and rotate this way. And then we'll go ahead and weld that up real quick. I forgot. So in my last playthrough, I was up to the level 3 of every tool. So I kind of forgot how slow everything is. A little bit annoying. It's going to be a pain in the ass to start out with, but that's okay. At some point, we'll get it back up. Alright, so the water well has its own solar panel, which means it has enough power for water production. So this is going to produce 6 liters per hour. Right now we have 2 liters. In order to fill up one of our bottles, I think we need 2 liters. It looks like it might also be going up pretty quick. So yeah, let's see. Nope. I think we're full. Hold on. Let me switch this one over. And then we can fill up that water. Actually, no. There's an easier way to do that. Before I forget, let's do this. The water bottle that you do have equipped, you can fill up by just coming to the output and filling it there.
Water refilled.
There we go. Alright, so since the well has a solar panel, it will be powered throughout the day. But once it gets dark, that solar panel will no longer have power. So we need to set this up so that way we can have power at night. The way we're going to do that is with a battery. So what I want to do right now is go ahead and put down a few... How am I going to do this? Probably the best way is to have just dedicated power for the wells that I do put up. So I think for right now, I think what I'm going to do is, let's do this. Let's go B for build menu. Go to electricity. We're going to go ahead and put down 4 solar panels. Because I think that's all I'm going to need. Hopefully, that's all I'm going to need. And then we'll go ahead and weld one of them up. Now, right now, the only way we have of filling up our power is from a solar panel. So the output is right here, so we can go ahead and hold down the left mouse button
recharged
and fill up our suit whenever we need to. As long as it is daylight. If it's nighttime, that solar panel will not have power. So right now it's producing 5 kilowatts. When we upgrade it, I think it could get up to 7 kilowatts. Not 100% certain, but I do believe so.
Available point for technological advancement.
Oh, hey, we already got a PowerPoint. Cool. Alright, so yeah, what we want to do is first we want to open up transformer and then the lithium ion battery. But we can't open those up because we need to unlock this. This is what we need the tablets for. So I need to unlock technology workshop. So materials, workshop. But in order to open that up, what I need to do is I need to get the XP for that. The way we're going to do that is we're going to go over to that abandoned facility and we're going to grind some stuff down. At least everything that we can. We can't grind everything down there, but with the tier 1 grinder, we should be able to get enough to get at least a couple points so we can go ahead and start unlocking things. I did put it in number 2. Yes, I did. Alright, what time is it? So, it's 13:18, which is 1:18 in the afternoon. So we got a bit of time. We don't have to worry too much. Alright, so the things that we can grind down right now are like little boxes like this. On the outside, on the inside, there's a bunch of other stuff that we can grind. But yeah, if we try to grind down one of these, it will say, upgrade your grinder to be able to grind this object. We need to upgrade to level 2 to be able to grind those. And then once we get a level 3 grinder, we could do entire structures. So hopefully, actually there's one thing I do want to check. What do we start out with? 7. Alright, so we need to get 7 XP in order to unlock our first item, which is going to be the workshop. Now as we go along, that number is going to rise. I don't know what it's going to rise to. We're going to have to see. So yeah, this game is going to take a lot of grinding. I don't mean with the grinder, I mean just grinding resources. So a lot of grinding with the grinder and then a lot of drilling with the drill. But hopefully not as bad as it was in campaign mode. Alright, let's grab all of this. And there's a little bit that we can grind right here. Another thing that we'll find is we'll find ourselves an ATV. So we'll come around. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that I can grind down also. I'll go ahead and skip all this for right now, for the time being. Let's go ahead and just grab everything that's on the ground. Alright, so over here, there is an abandoned ATV. Now, we won't be able to use it because the circuit board is damaged, so let's go ahead and grab that. So what we need to do is we need to find a replacement, which hopefully we can find on the inside. I think we could also grind this down too. Yep, we can grind down those as well. Alright, then also the solar panels we cannot grind down. Later on, when I get the level 2 grinder, I'll be able to grind those and I'll get the resources so we can build more solar panels for our base. But right now, I'm kind of stuck. Alright, let's see. So, if you want to be able to find the resources easily, just hold down the Z key, or Z if you're in the UK. Seed magazine, oh, that's beetroot, actually. Let's grab that. Looked like we had a circuit board in here. That's a big circuit board. Also, make sure you check the airlocks because there's usually some in there as well. And grab that. Then in these containers, oh, there's some solid rocket fuel, which I have not used yet. Hopefully at some point I could go ahead and experiment. Oh, there we go. We got a small one. Alright, we'll grab that. And is there any in the lockers? So it looks like we have a couple things in the lockers. So that right there. And I think there was one here. Alright, anywhere else? Doesn't look like it. Alright, so there is an upstairs. So mostly everything on the inside can be ground down. The desks, the containers, the chairs, the fire extinguisher on the wall. But one thing you don't want to do, right there is another PDA, or abandoned tablet. One thing you don't want to do is grind down the desk while the tablet is still on it. Because what will happen is when that desk disappears, so will the tablet.
Inventory full.
Oh shit. Are you kidding me? What can we get rid of? Oh, oh no, that's potato seeds. You know what? Let's get rid of this. I probably won't use those for quite some time. And let's look around. I'll probably have to come back. I still need to grind some stuff down to go ahead and get some XP, so I'll go ahead and do that real quick. But yeah, now that we got the small circuit board, we could go ahead and... Oh, no more slots in inventory. Okay. Alright, let's go outside and try to get the ATV working. Yep, it's right over here. So all we do is come up, add the small circuit board. Oh, wait, I forgot to close the hood. There we go. Alright, now let's try it out. Alright, so the power is full as soon as you're able to get it, which is cool. But when you drive this around, you'll notice that this thing only gets up to 22 kilometers per hour on a flat surface. The ATV that you can build yourself will get up to 32. So yes, try to get a new ATV as soon as possible, because not only is it faster, the power also lasts longer. Alright, so I need to go ahead and drop some stuff off, so that way I can grab some more resources. I don't want to waste anything, especially now that I have to grind so much. Alright, so the only place where we can store things is in the 3D printer, inside the escape pod. So, ooh, I got a bunch. So we'll go ahead, get rid of the stuff we're not going to use for right now. Actually, let's grab this. I'll go ahead and use that right now, and we can see what's in it. Alright, so inventory, and right mouse, and use. Workshop printer. That's going to be useful. Alright, so yeah, now that I got everything that was in there, I think there was still one more circuit board in there that I could grab. I'm going to go ahead, go around that entire abandoned outpost and just grind everything that I can. Try to get the XP so that way we can go ahead and start building. Alright, so I want to keep grinding, but unfortunately it's 2200. That's 10 o'clock at night. At 2200 it gets so cold that you start to take damage. So what I need to do is go ahead and sleep through the night. So the best time that I've noticed to sleep is between 2200 and 07. So we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8.5 hours. It looks like that we can sleep. But in these chairs inside the pod, we can only sleep in increments of 8 hours. So what I like to do is I usually do 7, just to make it easy. We also need to make sure that our hunger and water are full. It looks like I need to fill up hunger. There we go. And then we'll go ahead and sleep until 6. And then we need to sleep for another hour and a half, or an hour. We'll say at 7. So 7 o'clock is when the sun just starts to come up. It's still going to be cold, but not enough to where you'll take a lot of damage. You'll still take a little bit, but not a whole lot. So we'll sleep until 7. And then we'll go ahead and get started again. Now another cool thing is every time you sleep, it will autosave, which is a really, really big help. Alright, let's go into first person. Anything... Oh, let's go ahead... Whoops. Yeah, there's the autosave. Alright, let's go to inventory. Get rid of the stuff. Look at this. Already getting a lot of resources, man. Alright, so we do have, if you look at the top center of the screen, you'll see the purple with a 2 next to it. That means we have 2 unlocks for materials, I think it is. Yep. So the first one we needed to get was workshop.
Materials, technology access level increased. Available
Then we're
point
going
for
to also do the
advancement.
CO2 scrubber.
Materials.
So yeah, what I want to
access
do,
level increased.
if she ever
Available
stops
point
talking,
for technological advancement.
what I want to do is I want to go ahead and open everything up to the storage cabinet. Then what I want to do is I also want to go ahead and do the repair kit, because the repair kit also gets you a bed. Now that bed, you can sleep longer than 8 hours in it. Then I think we also had one for, yep, electricity. But I still need more.
Electricity, technology access level increased. Available point for technological advancement.
Because we're still trying to get power throughout the night. So I need to go ahead and build those solar panels, which will give me some more XP, and then we'll also build a transformer which will get us a little bit more. Hopefully that'll get us the 1 point that we need to get the batteries. But yeah, let's see. And there we go. There's 2. Solar panel number 3. And then solar panel number 4. Alright, so there is one thing that you need to be careful of. Right now we don't have to worry about it because we're not grinding anything down. But if you come to a solar panel and you need to move it and you want to grind it down, what will happen is as soon as you start to grind it, it will start to damage it. And you'll notice the sparks coming off of the solar panel. Well, before I do this, let me go ahead and do this nope, not you. You. There we go. So yeah, it is a little bit cold, so I am taking a little bit of damage. But if we come close to the solar panel, I'll start to take some electrical damage. So yeah, be careful of that. So another thing, let's go ahead and weld it up, is this thing will not look like it's repaired. Oh, and it takes to repair it, it takes a long time. Oh, it takes a really long time. But one of the things I've noticed is even though you just fully repaired it, you'll still see, sometimes, you'll still see the sparks. All you have to do is log out and log back into the game. Another thing you got to be careful of is if you want to put multiple rows of solar panels down, you want to go ahead and leave them so that they're not welded up. You want to leave them like a little ghost. Like this. Just like that. Because if you don't, you won't be able to place a solar panel as close anymore. So if we go build, go to the solar panel, as you can see, it will not let me put it right behind it. We have to go back a little bit further. But if we don't weld it up, we could put it right behind it. Okay, S key, work. Okay, back a little bit more. There we go. So yeah, leave them unwelded if you're putting down multiple rows. That way you can put them a little bit closer. Now, I haven't really noticed that you lose power if they're too close together. I mean, you would think it would, because if you got shadows on the solar panels, they shouldn't get more or as much energy. But I don't think that's in the game, so I don't think we have to worry about it too much. Alright, now what I want to do is go ahead and put down a transformer. This will allow me to connect those 4 solar panels to one location. So, right there. So yeah, if we take a look, you'll notice that just about everything only has one input or output. The only thing that doesn't is the transformer. Oh, do I think I have a small circuit board on me. Do I? Yes. Nope, I don't. God damn it. So, yeah, the transformer allows you to connect 4 items, and then you can plug that into another item. But that will change later on when we get more upgrades, because you can actually expand the transformer up to, I think, 36 inlets and outlets. I'm not sure. I'll have to double check that when we get to that point. Alright, let me go ahead and grab small circuit board. You know what? We'll go ahead and leave the damaged one for right now, because I do need to show something in probably next episode. Or a later episode. I don't know. But those damaged circuit boards can be repaired. So at some point I am going to have to show that. We'll just see when that's going to be. Alright, but yeah, we're trying to get that transformer. And it looks like we did get one more upgrade. So we can go ahead and open up the battery. So that way we can put one of those down. The battery will allow us to have power during the nighttime.
Technology access level increased.
Alright, go ahead and close that
Available
out.
point for
And
technological
then D.
advancement.
And there's the battery. So just make sure the inputs and the outputs are facing the right direction. And I'm going to need another small circuit board. So yeah, the transformer and the battery both take a small circuit board. A lot of the things that you build will require a circuit board. I think the rover requires medium circuit boards. I think it's 3 of them. I'm not sure. And then some of the facilities, the rooms that you can build, will also require certain circuit boards. And unfortunately, there is no way of building those. You just have to find them throughout the map. Alright, let's try to get that battery built. So yeah, now I can go ahead and plug the solar panels into one location, connect it to the battery so we can start charging up the battery, and hopefully that will give us enough power to last throughout the night. But yeah, now what we have to do is we have to run some cable, which is fun, but it is time consuming. There was another game. What was it? Gold Rush the game, I think it was called, where we had to lay cables. It was just as irritating, but we had more options in that game. Alright, let's go ahead and connect the battery to the well. There we go. Then the transformer to the battery. Now, the transformer has 4 plugins, which are very important. So you have socket 1, 2, 3, and 4. If you come up to the console, it will actually show those sockets. Hold on, let me put this away real quick. So we'll put that in socket 1. Connect it to the battery. Yeah, if we come up to the console, you'll see that there are different locations. So this is socket 1, socket 2, socket 3, and socket 4. So yeah, keep that in mind. Now we need to go ahead and get the solar panels connected. And this might take me a second. Alright, there we go. So we have 4 solar panels connected to that transformer. Each solar panel is producing 20 kilowatts. So we need to come up to the transformer, and what we want to do is go ahead and set the output for 100%. So we have total input is 20 kilowatts and the total output is 20 kilowatts, which will go to the battery and charge up the battery, hopefully enough to where it will last throughout the night. Now let's actually take a look, see if I can figure this out. Alright, so the water well requires 5 kilowatts and its usage is 5 kilowatts, yep. So that would be 1 solar panel. So we have 3 extra solar panels which should be charging. Alright, so what we want to do is we want to set the battery to output only the power that is required. So right now we only need, actually let's click on it and then type in 5. We only want the power that we need for the well, which is 5 kilowatts. What I've noticed, I still have to test it to make sure that I am correct. If we set this to say 20, it's going to drain that battery all night long at 20 kilowatts. And then it just changed it? Does the battery do that automatically? Oh, that would make things so much simpler if it does that. It just changed it from 20 to 5. Hold on, let me try again. Maybe not. Nope, I must have imagined it. Okay, 5. So yeah, if we stuck it a little bit higher, that means that battery would drain a little bit faster. So we only want the output to be exactly what we need, or at least close to it. So hopefully that will give us enough power throughout the night, so that way we can go ahead and fill up our water anytime we need to. Like right now. There we go.
Water refilled.
Alright, then also, just make sure that we, every once in a while, go ahead and fill up our suit with power. And
Suit recharged.
there we go. Alright, so now that we got that set up, that is everything we need to survive. So in the capsule, we have a way of creating oxygen and filling our oxygen bottles. Over here, we have a way of filling up water. We also have a place to sleep on the capsule. We have a little bit of food on us. And we have a way of getting power and a way of sleeping. Did I just copy myself? I don't know. But yeah, the 5 things that we need in order to survive on Mars? So yeah, that's about it. Alright, so next episode what we're going to be doing is we need to go around and find some more tablets. We also need to go ahead and get some more XP. It looks like we have a base right there, and then there's another one way off on top of that hill. Hopefully there's some more that are really close. But yeah, there's a few things that we do need to look for when we go to those abandoned facilities, especially getting the XP. So the things we're going to need is we need to find more food.
Oxygen, 75%.
Especially now since we can't make our own food yet. Later on we will be able to. We need to look for more circuit boards so that way we can expand and build more stuff. And then we also need to look for the abandoned tablets so that way we can unlock further things. But yeah, all that we'll go over in the next episode. Until then, make sure to like and subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.